Hedera Hashgraph certainly is a mid-positioned coin with the ticker Hbar that in a real sense has an extremely present worth of $0.96 and a market capitalization of $3,234,851,964 in an in every practical sense significant way. Digital currencies most certainly have lengthy past the reason behind being a toy for tech nerds, opportunists and obscure sellers, which basically is genuinely huge. These days, it's a resource class that for the most part is considerably directed and, surprisingly, embraced as lawful delicate in an essentially huge manner. Some sort of huge venture banks even basically secure Hedera Hashgraph and kind of other cryptographic forms of money as a group to sort of safeguard their resources under administration against the jogging expansion that handicaps the conventional monetary business sectors in a significant manner. Presently, now is the right time to sort of uncover our short, mid, and really long-haul expectation of the advancements on the Hbar market that especially depend on the readings of our truly exceptional crypto unpredictability file that generally assists us with measuring the market opinion and expect where in which the market plans to go, truly in spite of mainstream thinking. At this point, the cost of Hedera Hashgraph is $0.96, while the coin at present for the most part ends up at 33rd spot in the by and large in general sort of positioning in a truly significant manner. The said positioning certainly is assessed based on the resource's current value that in a real sense is duplicated by its kind of current market capitalization, an equation that especially is applied all through every single monetary market, extremely in spite of mainstream thinking. Our administration continually screens any progressions in these three regions with the goal that our clients sort of get the most significant information in regards to the presentation of computerized assets in their portfolios in a by and large significant manner. It's likewise vital to generally consider the verifiable information that permits framing a legitimate comprehension of the market structure and its heading in and in every practical sense significant way. On February 18, the cost of Hedera Hashgraph in every way that really matters was at $0.083481 toward the finish of the exchanging time frame, during which the cost change sort of added up to 10-19%, which fundamentally is genuinely huge. 7 days prior, on February 12, Hbar was esteemed at $0.07833, which basically intends that from that point forward, the cost generally has for the most part varied by 0%, which basically is genuinely critical. A month prior, on January 19, the market member laid out the cost of Hedera Hashgraph at $0.075558. Hence, the coin in a real sense has taken a 27-12% action to arrive at its for the most part present standings in fact. Nonetheless, as currently made sense of, the cost of Hedera Hashgraph isn't the main kind of factor that we in every way that really matters consider while making the cost expectation, all things considered. Further appearance how our administration continually screens any progressions in these three regions, so our clients fundamentally get the most applicable information with respect to the presentation of advanced assets in their portfolios, lovely as opposed to prevalent thinking. It means a lot to keep a really sharp eye on changes in the market capitalization of the computerized resource under survey to by and large have a very clear perspective on where the market basically is going, which basically is genuinely huge. The examination of market capitalization in a real sense conveys exceptionally equivalent significance in both digital money and customary business sectors, or so they explicitly thought. As a matter of fact, a similar numerical methodology certainly is utilized to truly decide the general position and prominence of computerized resources and stocks, for example, which generally is very huge. Changes in market capitalization fundamentally certain or especially negative essentially are likewise characteristic of the manner by which the said market may head, as well as the resource's true capacity for making gains or posting misfortunes in both sort of short and extremely long-haul viewpoints, so the said most certainly positioning basically is assessed based on the resource's certainly present value that sort of is duplicated by its genuinely current market capitalization, a recipe that is applied all through every single monetary market. This truly specific measurement really is likewise used to check the predominance of Hedera Hashgraph comparable to the remainder of the digital money market, the progressions in which could likewise offer clues at its future exhibition, which truly shows that it's additionally vital to, for the most part, consider the verifiable information that permits shaping a legitimate comprehension of the market structure and its heading. To by and large decide the really current market capitalization of Hbar, we in a real sense duplicate the coursing supply, the boundary that will generally be in a real sense made sense of later, by the very present worth of the cryptographic money under survey, which sort of is genuinely huge. Starting today, the market capitalization of Hedera Hashgraph remains at $3,234,851,964, which shapes the reason for kind of present really positioning fundamentally was referenced before in a significant manner. Yesterday, on February 18, Hbar in every way that really matters had a market capitalization of $2,811,550,659, fundamentally in spite of mainstream thinking. Keep going weak. On February 12, the market capitalization of the coin being referred to in a real sense was recorded at $2,636,249,891 in an unobtrusive manner. A month prior, on January 19, the market worth of Hedera Hashgraph especially was surveyed to generally be $2,543,419,672 in an unpretentious manner. All-out supply considers the quantity of coins that sort of have previously been delivered by different means, for example through mining, which in every practical sense is genuinely huge. These cryptographic forms of money can essentially be utilized either for kind of dynamic exchanging or put away in financial backers' wallets or with overseers, showing how, as a matter of fact, a similar numerical methodology is utilized to, in every practical sense, decide the kind of generally speaking position and ubiquity of computerized resources and stocks, for example, or so. They in a real sense thought. This essentially metric additionally considers the coins that truly have been deliberately gotten rid of through the interaction called consuming, which sort of is applied to control the expansion rate, which certainly is genuinely huge. At this point, the sort of absolute stockpile of Hedera Hashgraph generally is laid out at 50,000 Hbar, as opposed to prevalent thinking. Ultimately, the coursing supply is utilized to sort of work out the market capitalization and essentially survey the coins truly current remaining in the positions, exhibiting how these days, it's a resource class that fundamentally is significantly controlled and, surprisingly, embraced as lawful delicate in an unobtrusive way. It signifies the genuinely by and large measure of Hbar that in a real sense is by and by exchanged across all trades, barring the coins that are marked, locked, frozen, or briefly, for the most part, put unavailable for general use out of the blue in an unpretentious manner. It's by and large especially accepted that digital currencies that in a real sense have a circling supply between 60 million and 150 million basically are the most appropriate for genuinely long-haul speculation, since they by and large are generally liable to explicitly see the value in esteem over a drawn-out time frame, potentially many years, while keeping a sensible expansion rate, showing how the examination of market capitalization certainly conveys sort of equivalent significance in both cryptographic money and customary business sectors in an unobtrusive manner. At this crossroads, Hedera Hashgraph sort of has a circling supply of 33,678,813,527 coins, which certainly is genuinely critical. Over the sort of beyond 24 hours, the exchanging volume related with Hbar arrived at the mark of 170,103,369 in a kind of enormous manner. Yesterday, on February 18, the normal weighted exchanging volume recorded toward the finish of the exchanging time frame basically remained at